Good to see you again. Today I'm feeling a little bit mischievous and an awful lot crafty, so this is what's coming up. Yeah, let's make some pictures out of focus, on purpose. And here's a great way of drawing without using lines. And there's also a very noisy, dangerous art attack. First there was table football, then there was computerised football, and now there's finger football. Just watch this skill. Look at that. And you've just joined us for the penalty shootout. Buchanan places the ball. He takes his run up. In he comes. Fantastic. Can you do any better? Simple to make in 4 easy parts. A 4-part attack. For the first part, you need to make the boots, so cut out a little cardboard sole shaped a bit like a fat figure 8. Then scrunch up some newspaper and pad out the front of the boot, just holding it into place with some tape. So that'll be the front toe end of the boot. For the sock, you need some thin card that's the same length as your finger. Cereal card's perfect for this. And the idea is to roll it into a tube and tape it to fit snugly around your finger. Then tape this tube to one end of your boot. Put it into position and tape it into place. And now it's starting to look like a leg in a boot. Then add on some more detail like a folded newspaper strip to make the top of the sock. And again, some tape. And make another little folded newspaper strip and wrap it round the back of the heel to give you the boot shape at the back. Tape that in position, and then to finish the boot, how about a little square of folded newspaper for the tongue of the boot. Then make another one in exactly the same way. Now they're a bit flimsy at the moment, so you need to toughen them up so that you can give it some welly. Mix some glue half and half with water, then paste on a layer of glue over the whole thing. And add on a layer of tissue paper. And the idea is to go round all of the details, sealing the joint, but remember, don't glue over the end of the sock. So when you've done both and they're absolutely dry, they'll be rock hard and ready to paint. Paint the football boots black. Then choose a colour to paint your socks, either the colour of your favourite team or make one up. This team's got a yellow sock with red for the top part of the sock and for the tongue of the boot. And finally add on some white paint for the detail on the sock and boot. And when you finish them and they're dry, you'll have a pair of football boots and a pair of socks. Good, eh? But you can't play the game without a goal. So, you're going to need a cardboard box. Take a piece of thin card that's about the same size as the opening of your box and draw your goalkeeper onto it. Draw him so he's leaping in the air as though he's diving for the ball with his arms stretched out, and give him a mean expression like he's not going to let anything past. Then take a mug and draw circles all around the keeper, by his sides, and up by his head, and even between his legs. And these are the holes that your football can score through, so cut them out. When you've cut out all the holes like this, colour in your goalie with felt tips, including the background, and tape him to the front of your box. Now, this can be quite fiddly, so just take your time doing this and get it right. Get it nice and neat on the front of that box. Oh, see what I mean? And when you've taped him securely, you'll have something that looks like this. And as you can see, I've painted the rest of the box too to look like the goal. So now you're ready to play. Oh, apart from the football, of course, which is one of these. A ping pong ball, which I've drawn on in felt pen. So, okay, you're ready to take your penalty, and you can play it against yourself or even a friend, and you can even make a pair in another colour for them, like these blue ones. So, okay, the ball is on the spot. The goalie is on his line. Here we go. Oh, he missed. The goalie saved it. So the final score is 1-0 to the Reds. Try it yourself, finger footy. Now, for this big art attack, I need some balls. In fact, I need a lot of balls. Not that many. Very funny. is a really good way of helping you practice drawing faces. Keep lines off your face. Now, I don't mean go and raid Granny's anti-wrinkle aging cream. I mean, don't draw any lines. So instead of drawing a face like this, using lines, you create a more realistic face like this, using shading. And with practice, you get a much more realistic face. So, okay, where'd you start? Well, you can use magazine pictures to copy from, or you can sit in front of a mirror to do this. You could even take a picture of someone you know, and the idea is to look closely for the shady areas. Now, don't worry about the fiddly areas, you just want to pick out the big shady areas. Now, if the light is coming from above you, like the sun or a room light, then the shadowy areas are usually around the eye sockets. See one there, and another one there, and then down the side of the face there. See that big one there? And down the side and under the nose, there, and under the top lip, and under the bottom lip, and then there's usually a big wedge there, under the chin, where the light can't get to. See that? So, okay, let's create a face not by drawing lines, but by drawing those blocks of shadow. So here we go. Start with the eye sockets, so you've just got two sort of black shady bits, a bit like panda's eyes, and then down the side of the nose and just under the nose, like that, and then down the side of the face and just under the top lip and under the bottom lip there, like that. See that? And now you're beginning to see a face without you having to draw any lines. So now you have your shady bits, you can add in a bit of detail, just a few lines, but don't use any strong lines, just hint at the eyes, and just some eyebrows up there, not too heavy, and just hint at the nostrils, and a mouth slot. Look at that. And that's a lot more realistic. And if you practice creating faces just like this, just using the shady areas, it really will help you understand the shapes of the face, and you'll be creating some really cool portraits in no time at all. Try it yourself. Create realistic faces using the shady bits, and keep the lines away. Chainsaws. Noisy, powerful, dangerous, and certainly not something you'd expect an artist to use. Ha! You certainly wouldn't catch me messing around with one. No way. So let's see how the professional does it then. You know, there's one thing I look forward to more than, I don't know, a delivery from Santa himself. That's a delivery from you of your artwork. And it all goes here in my Art Attack gallery. And it's fantastic. Take a look at this lot. Ah, yes, I think Phoebe's picture of a fox is brilliant. He's got real character, hasn't he? I especially like the white fur detail on the end of his tail. Very nice Art Attack. And this circular crane drawing looks like you're spinning into a black hole. Nice idea, don't you? And I bet it was really good fun to do. Did it make you dizzy? Hey, this is a great batik picture by Katrina. The vibrant pink background makes the wobbly, watery fish stand out beautifully. A very soggy Art Attack. And I love this picture that Jimmy has drawn of a tree using the painting tools on his computer. He's blurred the colours to create a picture that almost looks as if it was taken with an out-of-focus camera. Ah, great Art Attack from Jimmy. Hey, and that blurred effect has given me a great idea. Check this out. It's a really good way of creating pictures that look out of focus on purpose. They really give your eyeballs a shock. Take 3 felt tip pens and make sure the tips are all lined up and level, and then tape the pens together. Then start to draw your picture, making sure that all the pens are touching the paper, and you end up with 3 of the same image, slightly offset from each other, giving you this sort of out of focus effect. Look at that. God, I am getting dizzy doing this. Okay, let's try another one. This time I'm using different colours. Now this is going to be a picture of a snake. Just give him a wiggly body down the bottom like that. And a rattle. And a forked tongue. And a couple of googly eyes on the top there. And look at that, really out of focus. Good, isn't it? It really makes your eyes go funny, and it works with any 3 colours, and they come out different every time. Look at this. A camera that is really out of focus. A frog that's jumping all over the picture. Ooh, she really makes me dizzy. And here's a real headbanger. Try it yourself. Out of focus pictures, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra!
Gotta love those out-of-focus pictures that, created on Art Attack. Oh, you're wondering about the hair. Well, TVO Kids Crew, I got a story for you. I've been reading this book for so long, haven't had any chance to cut my hair. That's right, I'm talking about the Reading Challenge, TVO Kids Crew. All right, here is the deal. If you log on to TVOkids.com and check out the Reading Challenge webpage, we want to